let's go for some pelvic stability. So we need the arms off the floor. Hands pointing up to ceiling. Brace the core. Feet are together. One knee drops out to the side. Bring it back to center. Gone right to a sensible level. And then the other knee drops out to the side. Now, how still can you keep your hips? So this is where body awareness from Pilates comes in. So I'm trying to just pause for a moment while both knees are facing the ceiling. Noticing which part of my bottom is pushing into floor. And I'm going to keep the pressure in the exact same spot between my bottom and the floor, or my hips and the floor, or the lower back and the floor. This is your level 1. Level 2, lift the leg into tabletop, take it out to the side. Bring it back in, land it down, change sides. So we're trying to brace the core firmly enough to hold the pelvis still. So I know if I engage my TVA, which is that feeling of the tummy muscles being solid enough for me to stand on them, but ideally feeling as if your tummy muscles are trying to push sideways, you should be able to notice the work. Next level, the arm joins the leg. So the leg lifts. I've got right arm and right leg going out to the side. And my left hip came off the floor. It shouldn't. Reset and change. Lift. Open. Reset and change. So this can feel quite hard work if you're really going for it, pushing the opposite hip into the floor. And I almost feel like I'm lifting the moving hip. So let's go for one more on each side. And then we'll go for a swim. Check the back of the neck is long. Level 1. Let's go opposite arm to leg. So right leg, left arm goes out. Bring it back to your side, change sides. So once again, make sure that the back of the ribs is pushing into the floor as much as you can. We're trying to get the whole of the straight arm to the floor by the ear. So back of the neck is long. Broaden the shoulders. Imprint the back of the ribs. Want to work a little harder? Come into tabletop. Just check the tension doesn't go into the neck. I'm tensing the tummy muscles as if someone's about to stand on them. And as soon as I lose concentration, this arm becomes bent. I need to lock it out. Go for the stretch, Sarah. When they took my blood earlier, it was one of those that wouldn't stop bleeding, so it felt a bit more prickly than a normal blood test. I don't know, she was a bit too enthusiastic. So anyway, it feels like I don't want to straighten my elbow today. Last couple. Got your level. This feels quite strong. Keeping the back of the ribs against the floor. Give the knees a little bit of a hug. Next balance trick. So, the arms are overhead. If you have something like a cushion or a Pilates ball or even a resistance band, you're welcome to hang on to it. If not, maybe clasp your own hands. Just it's sometimes useful to have something to push against, but not essential. Feet can be on or off the floor. Feet are together. Your arms go one way, your legs go the other way. Just careful the back doesn't do the work. I'm going too far. And I collapsed. Other way. Head can be lifted if you like. Ten breaths. One more each way for me. Feet come to floor. Let's use this ball or cushion, Emma. If you're not getting on with the cushion, feel free to ditch it, just for one more though. So we're going to turn on our side, reach down to our feet, and it's the pressure of the cushion. The cushion's a pain, just press the palm of the hands towards each other instead. But reach to your feet. 3, 2, 1. Keep right on your side. Bring the arms to the back of the ears and then change sides. Reach down. 3, 2, 1. Arms to the back of the ears. 3, 2, 1. That gentle pressure of either palms together or pressure of the palm against whatever you're holding just engages the abs a little more. And the last couple. That should have got into abs very nicely. And then if you have a ball or a cushion, it goes between the thighs, but just to create some more stability now. That's it. So hip bridges to start with. I'm going to get us to take our arms out quite wide actually, just because of the tension you've got in your neck and shoulders, Judy. But it'll suit most of us, we carry more tension. So press the inner thighs into whatever you're holding between the thighs. 1 vertebra at a time as you go up and down. Only 6. Just try and explore how high you can lift by pushing into the feet. Check the stress doesn't go into the neck. Back of the neck is long. One more for me. I'm going to hold at the top if you can bear it. So we're squishing whatever we're squishing. Push the right foot into the floor and then the left. Both feet are on the floor. They don't leave the floor. Just push down with the right, push down to the left. You feel your hips rocking around. Fight it. Squeeze harder. Squeeze the ball harder. Squeeze the bottom harder. Squeeze the tummy harder. So this is level 1 of stability work. Level 2 is to take an inch lift of the foot. So tense, lift. Tense, lift. What can you do to brace really hard? To try and keep the hips as still as they can. I think I could do better. Maybe even a thrust of the pelvis will get a bit more glute work. Try and relax your arms. 4 more. My glutes are on fire. Lower back down, ditch the ball. Knee to nose single leg stretch should feel pretty wonderful after that. Maybe the lazy one. Oh, you can go faster than me. You can change size if you want. I definitely need the lazy one. I always focus on the straight leg in this move. I sometimes even guide the bent leg towards the middle of the body a bit more. But the straight leg locks out at the knee until the bottom squeezes, so I can really release through the front of the hip. Just 2 or 3 more, even yourself out. Okay, let's move on to our side. Now, the ball can be quite useful. Emma, you don't have one of these balls yet, do you?
No, I don't. I'll keep my eyes open. What did you say there was some on Amazon?
Yeah, Amazon. They're quite cheap. About, well, it depends what you call cheap, but somewhere between £5, £6, £7 tops.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're quite handy. This is a core balance one. Maybe I'll have a look. If I got mine off Amazon, I'll send you the link.
Thank you.
If you're not getting on with this routine, let me know and we'll ditch using fake balls by as in you're using the cushion instead. So this goes between the ankles or shins. And we're going to then straighten the legs. Maybe. So yeah, it is harder for us too because the ball's going to start to wobble with our feet. I'll just move angles a bit so I'm in the camera. A little bit of pressure there of the ankles against each other, and we need to lock out at the knees, so the setup's quite important. I don't know if you can see Judy, but she's quite entertaining to watch at the minute. She's wobbling all over, but that's what we're going to try and do. We're trying to get your stabilizers. So whatever pressure you can cope with against the cushion or ball, lock out at the knees, keep that tight feeling there. Now thrust the pelvis a bit. So you can probably just subtly see I've pushed the pubic bone forward a little bit as well. And I'm crunched downwards a bit, as if I'm doing a sit-up. This hand is going to help me stabilise for now. And I'm going to have a go at lifting. So this is intermediate, lifting both legs up off the floor. You choose how high you lift. Don't worry, it's whatever you've got. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. If you wanted more from it, you'd take the hand off the floor. Make sure you're still squeezing the bottom, and then exhale, lift, inhale, lower. So just checking you're both okay in your back. Not gone too far too soon. And a slightly kinder version. So I'm going to challenge you guys to 10 reps, which is about 6 more. But a kinder version would be the cushion or the ball, ideally a ball, under the foot. And then you would lift the top leg and work on your balance here. The idea is that this arm wouldn't stabilise you either. So you would lift the upper body and elbow off the floor, and it would really challenge your balance. So that's always an option. And of course you can always add a triple pulse for your last few. 3 and 2. Might lift the upper body just for fun. 2 more. 3, 2 and 1. I think I'm getting faster and faster. 3 and 2 and 1. Lower down. Bend the knees. You can ditch the ball if you want. I'm going to put the ball between my knees. This makes open closed door easier, but it reminds you to grip something. So, open closed door. Really use this, Judy, in particular, to get the stretch in the front of the chest. The gripping of the cushion on the ball will also gently work the inner thighs. We always tend to be a little bit less strong with the inner thighs. Or maybe even draw your chalk semicircle overhead if you want. Grip the ball or cushion pretty firmly. Check the back's not doing the work. Still engage the core. 2 more. Well, I've got the doors open. I'm getting a lovely breeze, but those clouds do look very threatening, I have to say. Okay. Take a seat. Let's carry on working these inner thighs, hey, but stability is the order of the day. So cushion or ball between the inner thighs. And when eventually we all have a ball, we'll use it as back support and take it to a different kind of feeling. So grip the ball. Get the back long, lock it in with the tummy muscles, and then we're going to have a go at balancing. So we're walking backwards, or not walking, leaning backwards. Check the back's okay, lock it in and see if you can get the feet up off the floor. If you're feeling okay with it, you lift up to knee height. Feeling really good, lift higher, so challenge your hamstrings and your balance. And the knee strength. So try not to relax, because I could probably do it longer with my relaxed spine. Get the, or the muscles around the spine, get the length. 4 more if you can. How you doing energy-wise, Emma? You okay?
Yeah, I'm alright, thank you.
I'm not going to ask how you're doing balance-wise.
No. Do you put your feet down in between?
I have, but you can make it harder by not. That's a great point. Like I said, I'm having a joyous hormonal surge and a minor migraine, so I'm going steady today. My body's telling me I can't do too much. That's great. More stability. ditch the ball for a moment. I don't know about you, but that really got my deep core working a lot more. So we're going to just check in with the hip stability as we try and lift the bottom off the floor. So check your shoulder doesn't mind it. Keep the bum on the floor. Get the stretch on the top side of the waist. Return to this level at any point. To get the...
Sorry.
Oh, are you okay?
I'm just trying to say, am I doing it the right way? No, I'm not.
Yeah, it looks, yeah, it is the right way. Yeah, because sometimes we do this one, don't we?
Yeah.
I think that's where your brain's gone to. So I've got the arm towards the back of the ear, and I'm lifting the chest towards my chin, because keeping Judy's shoulders is on my radar. But I'm actually going to focus on this lower hip, so the glute med. So when we lift, feel as if you're pushing the carpet away with you, with this away from you with this bottom knee. So dig it into the floor, and as you lift, feel like you're trying to push the carpet away from you, and it gives you a little bit more switch on of the muscles I'm trying to target. We've got 4 more. If you want 3 squeezes at the top, you can. And of course, you can part the knees and even the knees and feet to challenge the stability of the hip more. We do this bit quite a lot. 3 and 2 and 1 and lower. Push the knee away, clench the bottom. Was that our 3 or is it 1 more? I don't know. Lost track. So I know we've done open closed door already, but we're going to set up in an L shape on this same side. Head down to the same side. Up to you if you want anything under your head. Oh, that feels nice today. Make an L shape with your legs. This top leg is as close to your face as you can without snapping anything. And now careful as you try your open closed door. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. Can you both manage to find a bit of a stretch?
Yeah.
Fabulous. This is the last one, but keep the legs still. So we close our door. I'm going to cradle my head as well because I haven't got a cushion under it. We're going to get this top hip strong now, which is one of our stabilizers as well. So we're still on the same side. Has your ball gone AWOL as well, Judy? Mine has.
Right.
So the first thing is we need the waist off the floor. So if you roll the hip away from you, can you see I'm rolling the hip down away from my armpit, and it lifts my waist off the floor a bit as well. I'm going to try and keep that feeling. Top hand on the floor. Good luck with this. Have a go at lifting your leg up off the floor, just to wherever you can, and lower it back down. Lower it gently. If you want more, you go 3 and 2 and 1 and lower. If you want even more, roll onto your tummy a bit more. Now this is quite an advanced move. Make sure you've rolled your top hip away from you, otherwise you're not using the right muscles. So does that make sense? Push your bum cheek away from your head. And you'll feel your kneecap face the ceiling a bit more. Whoa, that's strong. Last couple. I didn't even give you the gentle version. That just launched from nowhere. There and down. Have a little breather. Do what you need to do. I'm going to lie on my back and hug my knees. So we've got the other side to do, but we'll have a seat on the way over. So sitting up, 3 options. Option 1, grab your ball if you've got one. Option 2, cushion. Option 3 is palms. The cushion adds an extra slight weight, but we're going overhead, so go steady. You might do just palms. I think you'll be all right. I only want 5 or 6 reps. So we keep the feet on the floor. We have a bit of a rounded back, but make sure you've got the tight core. And we're going to just see how far overhead we can get the arms. It's going to make you lose your balance and reset. If it was too easy, you might go a bit further back like you're doing part of a sit-up. Exhale. And you're welcome to come all the way forward into a spine stretch in between each one. That gentle press of the palms switches on extra core. I'm going for the spine stretch, as I've said multiple times. So I'm still pressing my thigh bones towards each other. I'm still scooping my core, still engaging my TVA. Well done, Emma, with that cushion. Keep an eye on the neck, so eye gaze forward. Let's make it just one more. Very good. Let's come down on the other side, do some stability work there. So this is the side bend where we're going to start. So elbow under shoulder. Just take a little bit of time to push the chest forward and squeeze the shoulder blades, but check that you've got these abs switched on. And then arm aims towards the back of the ear and reset. If you want a little bit more, we create the lift. And if you remember, we're trying to get the side glutes to engage. They don't tend to burn, but we want to push the carpet away from your elbow to try and engage the glute medius. If you want, you can take 3 pulses at the top. We're on number 3 of 8, or I'm on number 3 of 8. Check you're not collapsing on your shoulder, so just lift the chest as far away from the floor as you can. It just keeps the shoulders safer. And I'm going to get the knees apart to challenge the stability of the hip. Couple more. Then we've got our open closed door. All the way down. So we did the split leg open closed door here. Top leg straight, bottom leg straight-ish, but it's more about the top leg. Maybe cradle the head, and then careful as you explore the stretch. Oh, my body's incredibly tight today, but once again, I always feel there's a strong, I'm not an expert in this, but I always feel there's a strong connection between a migraine and my nervous system. I always feel my body goes very, very tight. I very rarely get a proper migraine, I have to say.
You heard of those peg things that you put on your hand and then stop?
No. Tell me more.
There's like a pinch point between your thumb and your ring finger.
Oh, right.
Between there, I think people put like a pressure thing on it, and it's meant to help.
There's so much that we don't understand about the body and the nervous system, and I absolutely bet that is a thing. I will have a look. It's very rare, and as I said, I know it's a hormonal surge, because I've got all the symptoms that come with that. This is our last one, but it'd be interesting to see how that relates. I'm going to look it up after class.
I think you can probably get something off Amazon.
I bet we can. I'll be researching it.
You can get anything off Amazon. Yeah, we're advertising Amazon.
Absolutely. Other providers are available, but there aren't really. Push the top hip away and release.
Sorry.
That's okay. Push the top. No, I like it. I love a bit of a chat and set the worlds to right. Top hip away and release. Just one more to get that sense, and you'll feel the waist pull away from the floor. The top hip needs to stay away from the floor. Your hand comes down, And maybe, just maybe, we can lift the leg off the floor. Don't even know if it's going to work. I think we did 6 to 8, didn't we? So try not to do it with the kneecap facing the floor. Really work at that pull of the hip down away from the armpit. Maybe a triple pulse, maybe rolling onto your tummy a bit more if you want more. But still pull that. You can see I'm pulling that hip away. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Be ready for a nap after this. I'm going to go for 2 more. Roll the hip, kneecap a little bit more to ceiling. Oof. Excuse all the side effects, sound effects. And release. Give the knees a hug. We're going to lie on our back and take a stretch. If you have something else you want to do, go for it. This is just to check the tension isn't in the shoulders. So I'm going to take bent, relaxed arms overhead. You can have the hands apart if that helps you get more relaxed through the shoulders. Heels on the edge of your mat. Or if you're like me and haven't got a mat, go about just slightly wider than shoulders. And now turn your hips. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reset. Just going to imprint my ribs to get a little bit more from this. I'm trying to squeeze my bottom and push my hips forward, especially my top hip. Twist, squeeze the bottom and push the top hip forward. As long as that feels all right on your back, on your knee, it'll just give you a little bit more stretch. 4 more, please. That's such a lovely feel. Then we need to give the hamstrings some attention. Okay, let's reset. Now check the back of the neck is quite long with this because we tend to lose that during these sequences. So the first move, single leg scoop. Slide the leg away, lead with the heel on the way, stop at the top. So check your lower back hasn't pushed into the floor here. You want your bottom against the floor more. Point the toe, lower back down and reset. Change sides. Heel leads on the way up. I'm going for 3 pulses at the top, and it's just quite a slow, controlled pull towards my face. And then lock out the leg as you lower. Forgot to point the toe. Heel on the way up. 3. Try not to let the lower back imprint. And looking, you have got some tightness going on in your shoulders, Judy. I know I keep going on about these. So if you're comfortable with your arms wide and your palms facing the ceiling, go for it. I'm going to sneeze. That was limited for me. Normally I like a good 6 to 10. If you want to work harder with this, take it into tabletop. Let's go for 4 more reps. So I'm still trying to keep the tension out my shoulders, trying to get those core muscles super strong. Straight leg as straight as can be. Come into scissors, but one where you're pulling the leg towards you to get a really good stretch. Once again, with or without the triple pulse. Now I don't know if you can see, my shoulders have rounded and my chin's lift away from my chest. And ideally that's not great, so I need to lengthen the back of my neck. And to be honest, I think I need to get a cushion under my head, so I'm going to grab it. So if you're struggling to not be in this kind of rounded shouldered chin position, normally a cushion under the head or a yoga block, although they're often a bit thick, can just help get in that position and get a really good strong stretch for your hamstrings. I'm going to move a little bit more intensely. Once again, trying to fight the natural lift of the bottom. So try and keep the tailbone pointing down. I'm going to take it up one more level with 2 straight legs. Two more on each side. Take your time, get a really good stretch from it. Some hip bridges just to get a release for the front of the hip. Sometimes the cushion, I need to ditch the cushion for my hip bridges. If you're feeling that your feet aren't too bad, Emma, spread the toes and press into the ball of the foot and lift the heels. Give it a go on your hip bridge. And it's the trying to push, I don't know how well your big toes work, Emma, but the trying to push the big toe into the floor, that comes with a cramp warning. Now I've been neglecting my footwork and the strength of my left big toe has deteriorated and it's gone a little bit more in the wrong direction. You know how it goes into that compression from the shoe, almost like you've got a bunion on its way. Last couple. And then we have some more hamstrings. So we're going to set up one leg at a time. My knee is wide. Is that pointing to my armpit? And all I'm going to do is straighten and bend the leg. But keep the knee as close to you as you can. If you can add the little foot wave that I'm doing, so lift and push into the heel and point the toe, go for it. And we're just looking for a natural stop. Doesn't feel like it's doing anything, but it's magic. We're doing maximum 8. So I'm going to do one more. It might be 7 for me, but don't want to go past 8. Change sides. So the bottom stays firmly on the floor, the knee goes to the edge of the body, and the knee stays as close to you as you can, heel up, toe down. Do it quite lazily, look for your natural stop. Bit of nerve flossing. 2 more for me. Up to seated, more hamstrings. Hamstrings. So once again, sit in a position with your bent legs where you know you're sitting more towards the front of your sit bones, sometimes just grabbing the flesh of your bottom and moving it out the way will get you there. And then see how straight your legs will go without having to lean back. So they might get all the way down, they might not, but just check you're on the front of those sit bones. Turn right on your side, lift your back arm if the shoulder's okay and reach. 3, 2, 1. But turn right on your side before you go down. So turn sideways on and then lead with your ribs, your side rib. 3, 2, 1. Sit tall and twist. That's it, lead with the ribs. And imagine someone's pulling you forward with your ribs, Judy. That's it, turn right on your side. That's it, perfect. Yeah, that was really good.
Good stretch.
Yes. Last couple. It's a very deep stretch. Yep, that's it. Are you avoiding furniture, Judy, or am I just confusing you?
No, I wasn't. It's not that close.
I wasn't sure if I'd confused you at all. Okay, so you're not having your ball or cushion here, but imagine it's here and it's made of ice. Pull your tummy in, reach up high. Keep your arms by your ears, round your back backwards, and then go forward towards your toes. Pull your toes up, push your heels away, and then sit really tall and arch your back. So it's a bit like a cat to cow. So push the belly button backwards first, push the heels away, and see how close to toes you can get. Ooh, that's really brutal. So are you guys okay to go for 3 more?
Yeah.
Yep. Round the back first, so the belly button goes backwards first, trying to pull away from that imaginary ice ball, and then get the arms as far back as you can every time you straighten up. So round, keep the roundness of the pelvis, sit tall.
I just want to stay there.
Last one. Ooh. Coming all the way up. One more hamstring. Just one more. One more. Yeah, you've got it there, Judy. That looks good. So our next move is seated. Emma, we're almost in the right position. We're going to work with that rounded back. We're going to see how straight the leg will go. 4 times. 3 and 2 more. We hold at the top and we roll back a little or a lot. And then try and come back up. Good luck. Change legs. Knee to chest. 4. Is the knee okay with this? 3, 2, hold and roll back. Other leg can come off the floor if you want a bit of momentum assistance. Change sides. 4. You can grab higher up your leg to make it harder on the roll back. Last one and a roll back. And then one more on the other side. Oh, that's much harder when you hold higher up your leg. I'll tell you that now. 4, 3, 2, and a roll back. All of the stability work. Coming on out of it, and I've just seen the time. Time's beaten us. We've got through it already. Lots of hamstrings, so you're hopefully moving fairly freely from that. Just